a rescue remedy kind of day. Let's talk some figures. A bit disheartened at £32,000. Oh God. A podcast setup. Little Han was something of nightmares. Oh my God, there's a diary entry from 2008. Wallpaper for the downstairs toilet arrived. It's blush pink. If men are flocking at my feet, you'll know why. Good merry morning to ya from me and my caramel snack jacks in my bag down here. I'm starting the weekly vlog today by admitting one of my worst traits ever. I am late for everything. I don't know why. It's one of the things I dislike most about myself. I'm just one of those people, like, I will try and time manage and I will still be late. I'm at the office today because I'm actually recording a podcast with Alice at 12. Well, it's 12 right now. I don't think we're recording it today actually. I think today is like the prep session and then we're recording it tomorrow morning. You might be thinking, that's not late, Han. You planned to be there for 12. No, I didn't. I planned to be here for 11. Half 11 latest. So I could get set up, get my mic sorted, print the orders for the day because I'm going to do the orders after we film this podcast. So I'm actually half an hour late in my head. It's so cold in the office right now. I said to Alice, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm at the office. But I'm faffing. I'm trying to warm up. I've got the heating on. I've got a little mini heater down here as well. She's just turned on. But yeah, I'm excited to do this. Alice is starting this podcast this year called Creativity Unfiltered, where she's like interviewing a load of creative people each week. I'm one of them. I feel honoured. And I think this is the first one she's actually recorded. So she wanted to do like a little session the day before for setting up the mic. I had to order this little like USB thing for my microphone to plug into my MacBook, and she's basically like got this podcast system that will record her laptop and mine, so she kind of just wants to figure it out today before we actually film it tomorrow. So yeah, that's the plan for the next hour. I love catching up with Alice anyway because she's one of my best mates. I'll let you know when this podcast episode comes out. I think she's thinking like March time, but I'll be sure to let you know nonetheless. Oh, she's just texted. Oh, she's ready for me. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, fab. We're off to a good start then.
I can hear myself in my earphone. I hate it.
Oh, I forgot to bring my AirPods. I just realised. I'll bring my AirPods tomorrow. Because otherwise I think if I record it like on my phone or whatever, it's going to be able to hear you as well, isn't it? That's what I had to do for Gabby's. I had my AirPods in and then obviously the recording, the mic or my phone, whatever we decide to use, will only pick up my voice. I'm vlogging, by the way. My vlog camera's right here. Do you want to say hello? Here she is. Here's Alice.
I'm pretending I know what I'm doing.
It's fine, this is the figuring it out session. Guys, I messed up. Not only was I half an hour late in my own brain, I forgot my AirPods, which is a really essential part when you're recording a podcast. I'm gonna pop home, speak with Alice at home, probably have lunch at home, change of plan, and then come back up to the office to do the orders later. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Oh God, this is literally like the first worky thing I've done of the week and it's not going well, is it? Why am I such chaos, honestly? I'm at home now, guys. We've sorted the situation. The AirPods are in. I'm talking to Alice right now, but obviously you can't hear her because I've got my AirPods in. The echoing is done. We're figuring it out. Like I said, you can't hear her, but here she is. I just asked Alice if she can see my whole screen or just me, because I was like, you can't see my Mama June at the top, can you? Right, take two. Back at the office again. Snacker Jacks is still here. But this time I got a puppy. And I accidentally left the heater on, so it's nice and toasty this time. All works out for the best in the end, doesn't it, Sonny? Having a little look around at my desk. She says, oh, this is lovely up here. I like what you've done with the place. We're going to pack some orders, get them sent out and taken to the post office. So productive Tuesday. Woo!
Every single day just is the same. Wake up, feel that emptiness of face. Wash away the pain and put some makeup on my face, yeah. Every single day just is the same. I ain't giving all to you in vain, but I guess I had it coming, so why should I complain? Why should I ever stop, ever stop? Why should I give you up, and when do I?
Guys, I'm a changed lady today. So it's Alice's podcast day. We're starting recording at 10. I'm 52 and I'm ready. I mean, I did have to sacrifice the hair. I was gonna like give it a little straighten and flick, a little fake blow dry. Didn't get time for that, but does mean I'm 8 minutes early. The theme of this month is definitely podcasts, and you'll find out more about that very soon. But I'm really excited for Alice's. I feel like it's kind of like, it's my first one for a while. I did Gabby's podcast last year. That was like an advice podcast. This podcast with Alice is more about me and like my YouTube journey and being creative and being self-employed. So I'm really excited to get chatting. I do feel tired though. I woke up a little bit too late, not gonna lie. Got a coffee to keep me going. I'll leave Alice's links in the description down below. Go and check out her channel. I absolutely love her weekly vlogs. They're like my inspo for weekly vlogs. And this podcast, I believe, is going to be on Spotify. And then I don't know if she's going to upload it on YouTube or not, but I think she's going to be doing like little reels and stuff of it. Got my laptop at the ready, got my AirPods. I'm ready to rock, roll and podcast. It feels very formal for us, doesn't it? I feel very honoured, not gonna lie. I hope I set this podcast off well. So I'm Hannah, I'm 25, I'm from Essex, if you couldn't tell by the accent. I've been creating content on YouTube for over 10 years now, which makes me feel very old. During lockdown, actually, I set up a side business, little small business side hustle vibe called Sunnyside Co, where I sell dog accessories like harnesses, collars, leads, and Alice is the graphic designer for Sunnyside. So we work together quite a lot now, actually more than we spoke like before lockdown. Now we're in contact like most days, which is fab, and I feel like we're a very good team, actually, very good creative team. Here's Alice. This is our little podcast setup. What's this called? Zencaster.
Zencaster, yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a really good platform to use if you're starting a podcast or if you're doing a podcast or whatever. It's really easy for both the podcaster and the guest. That was so fun. We've literally just finished filming it. We also need to get something in the diary for you to come down and stay with me, Al.
Yes, I know. I want to come and help with like wallpaper stripping and DIYing.
Yeah, oh my god, careful what you wish for. I've just got back from walking Sunny. Here she is. It's really cold today, so I was wearing a woolly hat, which is what these marks are on my forehead, if you can see them. I made a new purchase, guys. I bought a new perfume. I actually saw Meg Says post about this on her Instagram. She said that she was in a taxi and the taxi driver asked her what the perfume was, and she's getting a lot of compliments on it. And if there's one thing about me, it's that I love a good perfume. And this one's a pheromone perfume. I'm not actually too sure what that means. I think it means it kind of adapts to your skin and your natural scent and makes you smell your best. I don't know, apparently it's supposed to make people fancy you, so if men are flocking at my feet, you'll know why. I don't know if it's a bit of a myth that it like changes scent on each person. It's quite floral but a little bit fruity as well. I think one of the ingredients was mango. It was from a brand called Liquid London. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below, but I was so excited for it to arrive and to see what it smelled like, and the smell does actually last as well. I wore it yesterday and I could smell it on Sunny in the evening, and I sprayed it on myself in the morning, but obviously where I'm cuddling her and stuff, the scent rubbed off on her. I could still smell it on myself too, but yeah, it is quite strong. I'm impressed with it. It's currently 12:30, so it's a little bit too early for lunch, and I've decided that I need to declutter my life before I move out. I'm not going to have as much storage in the new house, well, like not as much for my stuff anyway, and I've just got too much. Like, I've done my makeup. I really need to do this hair care cupboard because there are so many products in there at the back of the cupboard that I just don't use. And I also want to put together like a little memory box. I've got the tub here because I've got stuff like my old school books, old teddy bears from when I was a baby. In this little box are Hannah's first tap and ballet shoes, aged 3, from 2002. My first ballet shoes, how cute. And these are my first tap shoes. I think I was 4 when I wore these. They look quite big, don't you think? I want to keep stuff like this, but where do you put it? At the minute I have stuff like this in the bottom of this wardrobe, but obviously in my own house I don't really want to fill up my wardrobe with childhood stuff, so I'm going to put it all in a tub and then it can go up in the loft labelled as Hannah's childhood. Oh, that seems a bit depressing. I want a place for it. If you've moved out, let me know. What did you do with like all your old childhood stuff, school books, school reports, stuff like that? This is the only thing I could think of, but if there's a better way to store it, let me know. This is going to be a bit of a mission, I feel, more than I thought. Obviously I've got all my candles down here, which I also need to sort out, but like this teddy bear, I got this on my first birthday from Harrods. I don't want to get rid of him, obviously, so he can go in my little childhood box. At 1999 I was 1. I am quite grateful to my past self because, oh, I've got a little mini memory box here. Some of my old little teddy bears. I remember this one so clearly. When I was in primary school and we were taking our SATs, we were allowed to bring a little like Good luck bear. This was my one from my mum when I was in year 6. This doll was my favourite thing in the entire world. Sonny's very interested. It's not yours, I'm afraid, but you can have a look at her. She was my favourite. And now you're my favourite. Yeah, I remember she like came everywhere with me. Oh look, where I've like braided her hair. Oh my god, there's loads of photos in here. Leanne's gonna hate me for this. She won't be watching. Anyone else used to do dancing and have these weird photo shoots? I don't know why I felt like embarrassing myself today. Oh god, how old was I here? Probably like 9, I want to say. Oh look, here's me doing a bit of this picture. Bit of ballet. Wow. Darcy Bustle, eat your heart out. Oh, but then I have some really cute ones actually. Look at this one of me and Gabs. Cute. This was when I passed my driving test. Oh my god, this picture, what the hell? Little Han was something of nightmares. Me and George Ezra having a pint. This is me in year 6 when I was leaving primary school with one of the teachers. I had no idea what her name was. Hope you don't mind being in the vlog. Oh my god, there's a diary entry from 2008. So obviously I had a phobia of dogs when I was little until I was about 15 or 16. In 2008 I wrote, "Dear diary, today I walked a dog for the first time. I walked Ellie's dog. Her name is Ziggy. She's a sausage dog and she is really small. Ziggy has a tiny pink lead. When me and Ellie were running with Ziggy, I was holding the lead and she was pulling me along. I loved walking Ziggy so much, we're going again. Yippee, Hannah." Oh my god, that's so cute. I remember being so proud of myself for walking a dog for the first time. Then when I wanted to go to college, I thought I wanted to do photography. Oh my god, this picture, I was so proud of this. My mum still tells people about this photo and it's so underwhelming. It's literally a man crossing a bridge and you can see his coat in the puddle. My mum was like, wow, you've got an eye for photography. Such a mum thing to say. I really submitted photos like this and wanted to do photography as a career. The Leo within me thought I was great at photography. I was not. I think this is a caricature. This vlog has gone off on a right tangent of just looking at old memories. When I was in Florida, he did me proper dirty. Guess who got sunburnt in Florida? The fact we paid money for this. I've got 2 albums full of sitsy photos with you guys. Literally so cute. Just like loads of pictures from summer in the city. I wonder if anyone in this book still watches my vlogs. I hope so. All of this is definitely staying in my life. I'm just going to transfer it to the bigger tub. This bag's got all my old dancing stuff, like some slightly bigger ballet shoes. I don't know why I want to keep it. I don't know why I feel a bit attached, but I just do. Oh my god, look, the tap shoes got bigger as well. I'd say that's pretty successful. I've started the childhood box, although I've still got a face under my bed. I know there's a load of school books and stuff under there. And then down here, my candle collection, I've sorted out. Put them all in this little box, so that's easy to take round to the house at some point. I can't believe that's a whole shelf sorted already in like 20 minutes. How much better does the kitchen look in the background now? It's so nearly finished. I think all we've got left to do is have the splashbacks fitted, which are like glass. They're like a slightly darker colour than the wall. But anyway, I popped to the office, packed the orders for the day, and I'm now home. I didn't film it at the office today because I thought, you saw that yesterday. I don't want to be too repetitive. But I've been meaning to bake this for... I think I wanted to bake it around Christmas time and then I never got round to it. But I've got all the ingredients for it. I saw it on TikTok and it is an apple crumble loaf. How delicious does that sound? So it looks kind of like a banana bread, but obviously it's apple flavoured. And I actually didn't have to buy any ingredients for this except the apples because we've got everything else. Like, it's a super simple cake, really simple recipe. So this is before the oven. This is so heavy. It's going in for an hour now. Alexa, turn on living room lights.
Okay.
Shall we play?
Go! Go!
It definitely took longer than an hour because it's so dense. So if you are going to make this, I would say allow at least an hour and 20 minutes for it to be in the oven. And also, it's grown quite a lot, so use quite a big loaf tin if you've got one. It's a monster. No, stop it. I need to sit down and have a chat. When I tell you I am shooketh to my core, so we all know, right? Homes under the Hannah, it's a process. My house right now is a building site. It's completely empty. Full reno before I move in. We all know the drill. We also know the plan for the extension on the back of the house. Adding a small little dining room, opening up the space. The actual space of the extension, right, is 1.9 meters out and 3.6 meters across, so it's not a big space. Let's talk some figures, because the first builder's just come back to me and quoted me £32,000. Bearing in mind, I don't need plastering, I don't need the electrical work. He knew this as well. This is literally just to put the bricks in. Well, there's a little bit more to it than that. He originally said it would be about half that, and then the final price has come back at 32 grand, and I just think he doesn't want to do the job. Understandable, because it's not a massive job. I know it could be a bit annoying to some builders maybe they just want to work on like big jobs where there's loads of money. Anyway, yada yada yada, not going ahead with him. However, I have faith. I am hoping that that is just the case and it's not actually around £30,000 to do this small extension, because I was not expecting that price. So I've messaged 3 more companies on Facebook this evening. I'm going to get quotes from all 3 of them. I've sent over all the drawings. I know where I stand more now. I'm definitely in a better position, because when the first guy came round I didn't really know what I wanted. The architect hadn't finished the drawings, whereas now I've got the drawings, they are mine. I can send them, say how much to do this, basically. So yeah, I've messaged 3 companies. I was like, not gonna lie, a bit disheartened at £32,000. I was thinking, oh, that's not going ahead then. Then I found these 3 other companies, messaged them all, and they messaged back within like half an hour, and now I feel like I've got a little bit of hope again. I mean, the quotes might come back at the same. If they do, no extension for me, but I'm hoping they're going to come back with a more realistic price. Anyway, my point being, I'm saying they can pop round and have a look at their convenience if they want to. One of them says, oh, it's 8 AM tomorrow, okay? Oh God, now I've got to be round at the house for 8 o'clock in the morning. And I know that's not even early to most people, but that's early to me. You best believe I'm rocking up in my Crocs, crocking up, with no makeup on. I'm gonna lay my outfit out tonight, so I haven't even got to think about that in the morning. I'm just gonna open my eyes and leave. I always buy my greetings cards on Thoughtful because I just feel like they're so niche and they always make me laugh. So I've got this one for my friend who's just bought a house. Happy new home. Use this handy card to see if your furniture will fit through the door. How good is that? And then I got this one for my friend's boyfriend. Today you are the birthday princess and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And this actually looks pretty similar to him. And then for one of my other friends, I got this cute one. Happy birthday, Zesty. I'm seeing them on Friday, so I need to write all these cards at some point, well, probably tomorrow, and take them over. But aren't they so cute? And on the Thoughtful website, I think it's 4 for £10, so £2.50 a card, which isn't horrendous, and they are so much more niche than like your standard birthday cards from Sainsbury's. Rescue Remedy kind of day. Anyone else, when they feel anxious, 1, rely on Rescue Remedy, but 2, have fruit for breakfast, because it's like the only thing you can stomach. The thought of eating like porridge or even Cocoa Pops right now, oh, it turns my stomach. No chance I'm eating all of these either. I completely lose my appetite when I'm anxious. Anyway, it's now Friday and today I'm heading into London. I would never usually be able to film when I feel anxious, but I actually feel better. When I woke up this morning, I was so nervous. You know, when you wake up, you remember something's happening, your heart starts to race. I mean, just anxiety things, maybe that is just me. So I'm heading into London today because I've actually got a meeting with the team at YouTube, which is so exciting, and it's something that, like, if you'd have told my younger self this day was coming, I would have been flabbergasted. So excited about it. Now it's here, a little bit scary. But basically I've got a job coming up with them at the end of this month. I think I'm allowed to talk about it now. I'll have to ask them today. Okay, turns out I'm actually not allowed to talk about it yet, so I've had to mute this clip. Sorry, that's really annoying, but you'll find out soon, I promise. I get nervous before the event, but I know that when I'm there, I will be absolutely fine and I'll be loving it. It's just working through that anxiety beforehand for me. And it's kind of the same like with every meeting, every event I go to. I'm always super nervous beforehand. The worst case scenarios run through my mind. then I'm there and I can kind of put on a brave face, fake the confidence, and it just becomes real confidence and I'm actually fine. I always look back after I do something and think, I'm so glad I did that, and actually, why did I worry about it? But yeah, now that I'm up and I'm ready, I do actually feel a lot better about it. I feel really excited. I'm going with my manager Evie. I painted my nails to try and keep myself busy this morning as well. I just don't want to think about scary meetings in London, but I think this is actually going to be a very informal, fun kind of meeting. Whew, I'll be fine. Come with me to a meeting at the YouTube space in London. I don't know if this is embarrassing to admit, but I was so nervous. My anxiety was so bad, so I could literally only stomach grapes this morning. I went for a comfy outfit, but I actually really liked how it looks. I love this jacket. Hopped on the train to Liverpool Street and then got on the tube. I love staring at people on the other platform because I feel like there's nothing they can do. Went for a little coffee with my manager Evie, a little catch up, and then headed to the Google offices. How insane is this building? I love that on each floor people make little pictures out of post-it notes. How cute. There is a whole free buffet, a salad bar, a pizza oven, all free for the Google employees every day. We had a little cappuccino on the rooftop. Look at the view. And then this was during the meeting. This was the only clip I got because I can't show you that yet. Then we headed underground to the YouTube studios. Look at that for a studio. There were so many lights. It was so professional. Defo not what I'm used to. Then I got back to Liverpool Street, aka Hell on Earth. Realised I hadn't drank all day, so I downed a bottle of water, and that was my day at the YouTube studio. Hello. I've come to update you very quickly because I've just got home from my day at YouTube and it was so fun. It feels so surreal to like walk into the Google offices. I always think to myself, how are they letting me in here? It's so weird because I'm literally such a normal average human, and I always assumed that like the people that go into the Google offices are really clever, really talented, but I was allowed in. Anyway, yeah, really productive day, really exciting things coming up. I will share more when I can. I'm now home and I'm doing a very quick turnaround because I'm going over to my friends tonight. It was 2 of our friends' birthdays recently, and you know what it's like with your friends. Everyone's like, when are you free? And barely anyone's schedules match up. So my boyfriend is on his way. It's all the girls plus boyfriends. I'm gonna have a takeaway. I don't really fancy an Indian or a Chinese though, and I feel like that's always the go-to when you get together with your friends, isn't it? I think I might go for a Wagamama instead. Oh, my boyfriend is here, so see you in the morning. It's not the morning, it's now Saturday evening, but I've got a couple of house updates. I'm going to go into it more next week, but I'm too excited. I need to show you this right now. So today, the wallpaper for the downstairs toilet arrived, and when I tell you I have spent hours looking for this wallpaper because I want something fun. I've said before, but I want the downstairs toilet to be like the fun room of the house because the rest is going to be very neutral. On my home Instagram page, it's called Homes Under the Hannah with an extra H on the end. There's a highlight called The Loo where I've like showed some Photoshop versions of what I've got in my head, so go and check that out if you haven't already. Finally found the perfect wallpaper that's fun, but the colours aren't too wacky, but they're still like a little bit unusual. Here it is. Oh my god, I want to be careful with it. It's blush pink. It's got, as you can see, little gold cheetahs or leopards. I actually don't know what that is. It's got palm leaves, and I'm basically going to go for this exact same shade of pink on the walls and then navy paneling around the bottom of the walls. It couldn't be more what I had in mind. I love it so much, and it was only from B&Q in the end, and because it's only such a small space, I only need 1 roll and it was $14.99 for like a feature wall in the downstairs toilet. I think that is so good. I was looking on so many posh wallpaper websites. I was willing to pay more, to be honest, to get the perfect wallpaper. I just couldn't find it. B&Q, absolutely pulling through. So yeah, I'll give you the other house updates next week. We went sofa shopping today. We didn't buy a sofa, but we found our sofa now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly vlog. I actually feel like it's a pretty decent one this week. Watching it back, I quite enjoyed it. Can I say that about my own weekly vlog? Whatever, I've said it now. Do subscribe to see my future videos. Stick around, join the fam. Let me know in the comments down below what was the best thing that happened to you this week. I would love to know, as always. But for now, I hope you have a lovely Sunday. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next week with another little weekly vlog. Bye guys, love ya.